Welcome into the Michigan Football Report. We are live here at 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 Central, 2 Mountain. And I believe that would make it 10 a.m. in Hawaii. So welcome all to you who are joining us live. That's what, our third live show in the last 2 weeks or so? Second or third live show? Third live show, I think it is. So thanks so much to everyone who is watching. So here's what we're going to do on today's show. We'll let the audience build up here a little bit. I'm going to ask you guys just a random few questions. Get this chat flowing. The more chat flowing we get going early, the more Michigan fans that will see this in their YouTube feed. So let's get that going. Type Go Blue, type BOSA, type Beat Georgia, whatever you want. So we'll start with there. We'll get into some Michigan football news, a few rumors on coaching staff, and then going to take some questions from you guys on the bowl game recruiting. And then towards the end of the hour, I'm going to do my 6 beers in 15 minutes. If you recall a couple weeks ago, I said, hey, if we get 50 new subscribers from this video, I think it was the week of the Ohio State game or maybe the day or two prior to that week. And then we ended up getting like 160, 170. So I said, I'll do it. All right, this is the best opportunity here on a Thursday. What else do I have to do? I'm a grown man with a child, responsibilities, just getting drunk at 4 Eastern, 3 o'clock your time. So I'm in Dallas in Central Time Zone, so that's where we are at. So type Go Blue in the comments. I'm seeing the chat getting going, getting flowing right now. Mike 4227 Go Blue. Got Evan with the Go Blue. I got a Yoder from Adrian Robinson. Shout out to him. Thanks so much. John Spitzley. I'm blind, by the way, so as I look at these live chats coming, guys, I'm squinting. We just got to deal with it. Brendan Taylor say, y'all see Georgia trying to be like Ohio and cross out all the M's on campus. I don't know if I missed that one. I haven't seen that story personally just yet. Abe wants to see me smash 6 beers in 15 minutes. Wait about 30 minutes or so from right now, 25 minutes, and we will get that going. We're going to talk about Michigan football. We'll take your live questions, and then the beers is going to be me. I'm going to take your questions while chugging beers. It's going to be quite the spectacle, believe me. We're going to kind of come here in about 25 minutes and show you guys us pouring the beers and everything that's going on. I got a trash can. I'll show you guys. If I end up puking, we're good to go. I mean, I've got about 2 go. Yeah, they might get their money back. Yeah, money back guaranteed. If I puke, you will get your money back. So we're going to give this more, maybe 5, 6, 7 more minutes before we start getting into the topic. So let's do a random set of questions. You get to know me. I get to know you a little bit better. Shout out your city here in the live chat. Mark, thanks so much for watching. One of the long times, Mark Machkowski. All Mays in the finals. If it's versus Atlanta, that would be awesome. All Mays versus their I guess they wouldn't wear all, their Reds. I guess we'll call them Reds. They look kind of cool, I guess, but I doubt Michigan would do that. I bet the all blue, Alabama would probably be the home team, obviously, in that scenario, so they'd have to agree to wear some of those. So shout out your city. I'm going to read some of these off. I got to Beat Georgia. I got Cincinnati from Adrian Robinson. Phil Newsom, Dayton, Ohio. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Please don't puke from Alex McKean. Thank you so much for that. Another Dayton, Ohio. Cincinnati. Columbus, Go Blue from Tori Baker. One of the real ones. One of the real good folks. Hanover Park, Illinois from Greg Neighbor. The cool last name to have, right? Neighbor. It's like, hey, your neighbor. Charlotte, North Carolina from Jeffrey Speenberg. Kentwood, Michigan from Douglas. Evan is in Germantown, Wisconsin. Let me take a little sip of water. I didn't really eat since breakfast, and I realized I got to drink a bunch of beer soon. I chopped down some trail mix right before we went live. Now it's kind of in my teeth, so we will do that. So keep shouting out your city. Let's get the chat popping here on the Michigan Football Report. We are live here on YouTube. Next question up, by the way, use hashtag Michigan throughout the show. If you do, it cues you up to the producer. So all the chat going in there, I can read it, producer can read it. But if you use hashtag Michigan, it will go in the live Q&A queue. We'll kind of take those questions in here in a little bit after we cover some news items as they come. So hashtag Michigan, we'll have a live Q&A in about 20, 25 minutes or so from now. Who is more dislikable out of these two men? You've got the original, I guess you've got Corona Bro Ryan Day. Ryan Day, Coldridge Stroud, they are the Corona Bros, sending Ohio State into Michigan. Probably with a bunch of COVID cases, it sounds like absolutely despicable. So who's more dislikable? Ryan Day, one of the most punchable faces in all of sports. And then Urban Meyer, great coach, slippery character. Everybody knows about Urban Meyer. I see the live chat is just popping with UMs. A couple of RDs coming in from Jeffrey. JOB says RD, but it seems like Brendan Taylor. Dislike them both. How could you not? Eric Thayer, both. King Drago, RD. Day's starting to become a little more unlikable lately. They won a couple games, but I guess, does anybody really hate John Cooper back in the 90s when Michigan was beating them all the time? They had good teams, Ohio State, But everyone loved John Cooper, and frankly, that's how some Ohio State fans thought about Jim Harbaugh until Michigan whooped that behind a couple Saturdays ago. Next question up, we're letting the audience build up here. It's about 90 concurrent viewers. Okay, so we're trying this out. We hit 100 there. Like the video, please. Let's get comments. Let's get the like flowing. It's 4:05. I'm going to give this about 4:09 and 50 seconds until we start the content portion of the show. I like this one from Shields. I hate Ryan Day. Urban Meyer at least gave Michigan credit. Ryan Day doesn't and is a prick. I agree with that. Answer this question. Who is your favorite Michigan quarterback of all time? It's actually Drew Henson for me. It's kind of tough to say because he only started, if you think back, he was at Michigan for 3 seasons, got spot time as a true freshman in 98, split the second quarter, took second quarter snaps in about 8-9 games in 1999 with Tom Brady. Never actually started a game that year, right? Despite the fake news that's been perpetrated, and every time they talk about Brady, he got benched at Michigan. He didn't even start. Brady started every single game his junior and senior year. Henson kind of split, took second quarter reps, some second half reps for 8 games, and then it was all Brady's job down the stretch. Michigan ended up in the top 5, beating Alabama in the Orange Bowl. Then Henson got hurt in fall camp and missed the first 4 starts that year. Came in at halftime. Michigan beat Illinois, and then he went on to win from there. So I like Henson. I thought he was the funnest quarterback to watch for Michigan in my time. I wish he would have left for the Yankees after that season and would have come back for the 2001 season because the Heisman, the number 1 pick, maybe a national title with kind of a under-talented Michigan team in 2001 could have been on the plate. All right, 4 more minutes until we get into the show. What's your drink of choice? I am drinking beers. I don't want any of you guys talking trash. The Chat Sports Facilities team just had Budweiser, Bud Light, and some other beers. I chose Bud Light. It's blue. I don't want to bring any red onto the show, so chose the blue cans. And that's what we're going to drink. But let me know. Red Solo Cup. That's all we had to. Let's see what you guys are drinking. If you had to choose, you think you're doing beer, type B. Liquor, L. Wine, give me a W, and then if you don't drink, type in D for I do not drink. Bayrola says Kush. For you kids watch out there, that means some of the devil's lettuce, which is actually legal in the state of Michigan, so more shout out to you. And if you're not in Michigan, don't tell that to the cops because, they might be out for you. Bud Light Orange or Blue Moon. I definitely like myself a Blue Moon. Never had Bud Light Orange. Some bourbon. Lots of D's, a lot of don't drinks in the chat. So let me know. Keep typing B, L, W, and D. All right, 2-3 more minutes here. We're going to give shout-outs to people who type the word me. So go ahead and type me in the comments. I'll start giving some shout-outs to you guys, and we'll keep it rolling. We got 3:08 and some change, so less than a minute and a half until we will get the show. This will be the last question, it sounds like, from the producer in the ear. Let me get some of these mean. I like Be a Man, beer. I like that from one of the guys here. All right, so we got a me from, is it Thellis Howard? Me, Dallas Schwartz says me. Somebody says Coors Banquet. Eric says me. Lions fan 02 me. Tony Angst. I'm doing a chat. Says chat. I'm following that one. Vince, Brendan Taylor, Brad, J Money Sniper, my man, Ben Nunya. It's like, I think it's a fake name, like Ben Nunya Business kind of thing. Aaron, Lions fan again. Ryan Kin, Seeing Red. Courtney Harper. Is that Come On Son Harper? There he is. He's back, baby. Coming back. We used to see him a lot on our old school Facebooks. Patrick Andre says me. Scotty Y says me. Tim Burton is a B. And that another Ben Nunya, I like it. He gives me a yep. Ray Castro says me. And Matthews, I hope I pronounced it correctly, Mrozuski says me and good luck. I'm going to need it. Kind of forgot to eat lunch today because I had to go. I'll tell you about why I left the office at midway through the show here coming up. Bowman Investment Group, he says, me, go blue from Columbus. Good man representing Michigan down there in Columbus. All right, so here we get going. We're approaching 200 or so live viewers. Only have 36 likes on the video, so please go ahead, folks, and give me a like on the videos. Let's get this video in front of all of our subscribers and everybody who wants to see more on this Michigan football program. So like the video. Actually, Brett's hold on. We got 42 likes here. There we go. I was going to say, let's wait till we get 50 likes. Got 55, 54 likes now there. So we will get the show rolling. Again, use hashtag Michigan. All the stuff you see in the live chat, we appreciate it. But if it gets too busy, the hashtag Michigan puts you in the queue for me to put your question, your name, your photo on screen here live on a Thursday afternoon. We'll do 2 Q&As after we go through some Michigan football news topics. All coming up in the Michigan Football Report from Chat Sports right now. It is the Michigan Football Report. We are filming this live Thursday. If you're watching it later, we're going to put this video on demand either Thursday night, depending on how good I did with my 6 beers in 15 minutes, or early on Friday. I want to talk some recruiting, talk a little bit of postseason stuff that's going on, a lot happening with some of Michigan's football players, coaches, etc. But most importantly, maybe for me at least, is recruiting. And there's so much to talk about because this is the last weekend for anyone to visit before the early signing day, which is coming up in 6 days, next Wednesday, December 15th. And a new prospect has emerged for the Wolverines. That man's name is Derrick Moore. He's a top 100 four-star defensive lineman, outside guy, pass rusher. Some people said, hey, it kind of reminds us of David Ojabo, same playing style. Couple interesting notes in this. Been decommitted to Oklahoma. Decommitted when Lincoln Riley left them the weekend of the Michigan-Ohio State game, Thanksgiving weekend. Decommitted right after that. Visiting Michigan tomorrow on Friday, and he is in Ole Miss right now. He's visiting Ole Miss. He could technically, I guess, take another official visit early next week if he's able to fit in for a day. Some people have rumored like USC and some other schools. We'll see if that happens. He's still certainly going to consider Oklahoma. They've got Brent Venables, one of the best defensive minds in the game, but this gives Michigan the opportunity to sell him, a top 100 prospect, to come to Michigan to commit. But he could also just look around, take his visit to Ole Miss today, be at Michigan tomorrow, and then just decide to either wait till February, commit in January. It's tough to say. Since he decommitted so late, he hasn't really put out any sort of timeline. But the thing that's going potentially here in Michigan's, there's really 3 things that are going in Michigan's favor with this recruitment of Derrick Moore. Number one is Michigan could have the best 2 defensive ends or 2 of the top 3 or 4 or 5 defensive ends in the country right now playing for him. It's always good. It's why Oklahoma gets good quarterbacks typically under Lincoln Riley. Ohio State, Heisman finalist for running back, for quarterback. I'm going to go there. That'll be me in a few years, right? Same thing going on here. Number 2. Same high school as Blake Corum. Same high school as Nakai Hill-Green. 2 contributors, big contributors with Michigan's football team. High school teammates of them. And Biff Poggi. Remember his son Henry played for Michigan back, 7 years ago or so. He's been a Harbaugh guy. He's now in his second stint with Michigan in a not off-the-field role. He's a Baltimore high school legendary coach. Multiple state championships, multiple schools. But there is this little thing hanging out there that I'm unsure about. I haven't had a chance to research it if it's going to affect Michigan. But the NCAA put in a rule about 4 or 5 years ago. In my opinion, it was geared towards Jim Harbaugh after the Chris Partridge and then Rashawn Gary and Jabril Peppers and all that good stuff where one of their high school coaches was coaching, but he was off the field, whatever it is. And then Partridge got promoted in the future, but he was recruiting guy at the beginning, is that high school coaches can go to college and get a position coach or a coordinator role, that's fine. But if you're going to take an off-field job, what they're trying to avoid is the buddy system. Hey, I'll give your coach a job. I'll give your grandpa a job, your dad, your uncle, your brother a job. Just one of these analyst roles that nobody cares about. The NCAA wants these jobs to mean something and don't want schools to just pay somebody $100,000 under the table to come to Michigan. Biff Poggi was his high school coach. He's now at Michigan. It's been less than 2 years since that would happen. The old rule said that was 2 years. I don't know if the NCAA's changed anything with NIL and transfer rules. I haven't got a chance to look into that deeply, so if you guys know, let me know here in the chat, and we'll keep it rolling. But with this recruitment coming in, Michigan could land a top 100 guy down the stretch that none of us were expecting. I want to know from you guys, who is your favorite all-time Michigan recruit to follow? All right, and I'm not just talking about when they got to Michigan. I'm talking about their actual recruitment, the entire saga of them coming to Michigan, maybe even good or bad. You might get hit with a pinned comment here on your ad break here on YouTube. So what I'll do is pin this comment below the video for those of you watching on demand. Go down, answer the question, scroll back up. We'll be back with more Michigan Football Report. Josh Gaddis is a name to watch for Virginia. And if you watched our show on Wednesday, I said I didn't think Virginia was the one that was going to happen. It seemed to me that the tea leaves were if Gaddis was going to move on from Michigan, potentially the job could have been the Duke Blue Devils. And the guy I thought would take Virginia is Tony Elliott, the offensive coordinator for Clemson. Right? It seems like Clemson has kind of hit a peak where they've accomplished all they can. One of their OCs went to South Florida a couple years ago. Brent Venables, now their other longtime assistant coach, Tony Elliott. But in the last few hours, there's been a lot of reports that the Tony Elliott-Virginia marriage could be falling apart. They were going after Penn State's defensive coordinator a few days ago. That didn't happen for some reason. Josh Gaddis played at Wake Forest in the ACC, grew up in North Carolina, so it's not too far away. It's geographically advantageous to him. coached at Penn State for a long time, 5, 6, 7 seasons with Penn State as well, and he coached at Tennessee in the state of Tennessee as well. So he's got a lot of geographical familiarity with that area. This one is now interesting because I thought it'd be Duke, Virginia. Virginia's a higher profile job in football than Duke is, of course. I think they'd be the equivalent. What do you think the Big Ten equivalent of Virginia is, Brett? It's kind of tough to say. Yeah, maybe Purdue, right? Middle of the pack. Maybe I feel like a higher ceiling than Maryland, but maybe Minnesota may be a good option. They have some spikes and a lot of down seasons as well. But keep an eye out for this one, all right? All the national college football guys who kind of report on these things, keep their ears to the ground with agents, are all reporting this afternoon that this is one to watch. I had written off Virginia as a potential taking Gaddis. We'll see if anything materializes in the next few days. I hope that Gaddis would still be around for the playoff if he did take a head coaching job, but you never know. I do think Jim Harbaugh has his next OC on staff if Gaddis were to take another job, and maybe it's win-win, right? Maybe Harbaugh is ready to move on from Gaddis, and Gaddis has had a really nice run the last 2 months, and he can get the head coaching job that he wants. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. We'll be on top of this one if and when it does happen. Get your Michigan football gear, folks. Big Ten championship shirts, sweatshirts, some new playoff swag, some Michigan, Georgia stuff. It sold out Saturday night to Sunday morning. All the best stuff had only extra small or quadruple X large in there. But they have now restocked, not every size, not every piece, but a lot of stuff is in there. And we have heard through the grapevine from Fanatics, who is our partner on these things, said, hey, put these in your show if you want people to know where to get this Michigan football Big Ten championship college football playoff gear. Very simple link for you. It'll drop you on the page for all the items for Michigan football Big Ten Championship. Just chatsports.com/champs, chatsports.com/champs. Go over there now, make a purchase, get this t-shirt, get it now, because you'll wait another few days. I don't think you'll get it by Christmas, and maybe could even miss that window for the college football playoff on December 31st. So you saw what I was talking about yesterday, and if you didn't see the show yesterday, you saw it maybe on Twitter, or maybe you hadn't seen it at all. But CJ Stroud, Coldridge Stroud, as I call him, because he's a kind of a quivered lip, chilly kid from Southern California. He made a lot of comments on Wednesday saying that, we had the flu, and it was bad weather, and, they schemed us well, but we're the better team against Michigan and Oregon. And he took a lot of heat from Michigan fans, and a lot of heat from Ohio State fans, actually. There's a lot of Ohio State fans shut up, dude. Just, take the loss. Don't be, and they're saying, don't be like a team like Michigan and complain about JT short, whatever. They're wrong. Blake Corum then just drops a hammer on him last night. Excuses are tools of incompetence used to build bridges to nowhere and monuments of nothingness. I mean, this sounds like a Jim Harbaugh quote. I bet Harbaugh actually typed this out, texted him, Blake, would you please tweet this for me in regards to Ryan Day? And those who use them seldom specialize in anything else. This literally sounds, as I'm reading it out loud, like something Harbaugh would say, with the whole, George Patton through the ground, Neil Armstrong through the air, and all that stuff. So Blake Corum drops the hammer in some way, but maybe this comes back. Does Michigan just need to shut their mouth, right? They're going to the college football playoff. They beat Ohio State. You can make an argument that Michigan comes into next season ranked higher than Ohio State with the players they're losing on offense. I don't know. Michigan's losing some guys on defense. But both teams have an opportunity next year to go into that game down in Columbus 11-0. If you're making these comments, just like I did, go check my Twitter feed from Tuesday night, I think it was. I retweeted that tweet when Ohio State just gave the smiling face, Trey Sermon smiling face, to the news of Harbaugh getting a contract extension last December. Came back to bite them, right? Because they were gloating, Harbaugh back, we're going to win forever. Yeah, Blake, maybe, just take your win. You beat Ohio State pretty good. Let's take that win and roll from there. All right, I want you guys to follow me on Twitter if you haven't yet, because I really appreciate it if you grow the audience, and I'm going to make you this deal. I will follow you guys back here. Anybody who follows me, I'm going to whip out the phone here and take a look. I'll give shouts throughout the live show, and then those of you watching on demand, I'll follow you guys there back on Twitter as well. So the next 15 people here live or on demand who follow me on Twitter at James Yoder, I'm going to hit you with a follow back, and you get all Yoder all the time. I'll give some shout-outs on those in a moment, but some other news for Michigan football dropping today. Pro Football Focus, right? It's owned by Chris Collinsworth. Some people like them. They're very analytically driven. They're good with social media because they put out a ton of graphics and stats that most people don't know how to calculate and follow, like QB hurries and, block percentage. But they announced their All-American teams yesterday and their national awards today. They have named Jim Harbaugh Pro Football Focus's College Football Coach of the Year. So congratulations to Jim Harbaugh on, frankly, a remarkable season. as we think about this, and you're a Michigan fan watching, this should like really hit home to you for a second. Most people, myself included, had given up on Jim Harbaugh last November. In December, we were just ready to throw up our hands. Fire him now. He's a bum. He's never going to beat Ohio State, never going to win the Big Ten, and he's in year 6, his worst year. The team's quit on him. But think about this season here. You only have a few, Donovan Edwards a couple games, J.J. McCarthy a couple games, Junior Colson's a couple games, made impact as freshman. But this team that went 2-4 last year had all the guys on this year's team, plus Kwity Paye, right? Plus Chris Evans, right? Who am I missing here? Plus Jalen Mayfield, okay? A lot of good, plus Zach Charbonnet, plus Giles Jackson, plus Ronnie Bell, right? All those guys were on this 2-4 team last year. Had they played the rest of their schedule, the games on the schedule, they would probably went, 2-7? I mean, they weren't going to beat any of the teams that were left. Iowa, Ohio State, etc. So what a turnaround by Michigan, by the staff. Harbaugh went out and got 6 new coaches, and obviously they are paying massive dividends with that one. So shout out to Jim Harbaugh. Really excited to see what they do here coming up in the college football playoff. So that is the word there. But take a look at the betting matchup for Michigan, Georgia. I'm surprised this one, right? Georgia is still favored by 7.5 points. I thought this would come down to 6 really quick because public perception right now, I think, is actually a little towards Michigan. I talked to very few unbiased college football fans who don't say, oh, yeah, I think Michigan can have a chance to win or a good chance to win. So over, under, low-scoring game, Georgia's still favored by, I guess 2 scores realistically, although Michigan could go for 2 right there. But here's the details in the game if you got lost in the shuffle. December 31st, 7:30 Eastern. So this game will end about 11:15, 11 o'clock probably, 11:30 even on the East Coast on New Year's Eve. So if you have any New Year's plans and you're a Michigan fan, cancel them now. It is the Big Ten champion Michigan Wolverines, SEC runner-up Georgia Bulldogs, starting at 7:30, 6:30 Central where I live. So haven't 100% decided whether I'm going to the game or not. If I don't, it's much better to get a 6:30 game on New Year's Eve for familia, family concerns, social concerns than it is a game that'll end right around midnight. Aidan Hutchinson, it is a big week for him. He's been named an All-American by almost every publication that's put him out there this week in the last 3 or 4 days. AP All-American, I expect to be part of that next week, I believe, when they announce that. And now he is the Lombardi winner, the best offensive or defensive lineman in all of college football. That is Aidan Hutchinson. Congratulations to him. And don't count on him winning the Heisman, right? I don't know if we would see a more of a surprise, but I've been trying to take in unbiased, non-Michigan related media, some national stuff, some local guys, who's voting the Heisman. And I think there's a lot of people who say, gosh, I don't know about Bryce Young. He's got good stats, but he wasn't better than Mac Jones was last year. He wasn't really better than Tua was, or these guys. That feels weird to me. He wasn't better than Justin Fields was the last couple of years. So maybe this is the year where there's no great candidate, no one who's absolutely exploded onto college football. I mean, Young needed comeback wins or very close games in 2 of his last 3 games before the Georgia, his last 2 games before Georgia, including scoring 3 points in 58 minutes against Auburn. Don't be surprised, but congratulations to him on winning that Lombardi Trophy. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We're right below 17,500. We've really just accelerated all the subscribers recently, past Michigan Podcast, past the official Michigan Athletics YouTube channel, 17,469. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Adam Milestone coming up next, and I want to grow this thing to make sure we can do a show for you, 5 days, 6 days a week, all off season as well as during the season. All right, let me do a few Twitter shout-outs. I want you guys to get the live chat going. We're going to put what we just did there, the Michigan News and Rumors Roundup. I'm going to put that on the channel as an on-demand that you can watch later on. So thanks so much for watching that. But I'm about to drink the six beers in 15 minutes. Tom Downey is about to come in here in 1 minute. He's going to pour the beers for you guys live on the show so everybody can see, hey, no messing around here. We're not pouring half beers or 6 ounces or anything like that. But let's get some score predictions here in the comments. I'm going to go in while you guys are predicting the score, and I will give some Twitter follower shout-outs. I think there's been quite a few. So let's go in there. Yes, Soul Junkie. Big Government. I like that one. I'm going to follow all you guys back throughout. So, Sir _Goot. Scott, who is Scott LaRock 727. And maybe I missed a few. I think those, it's a lot of tweets have come in the last few minutes. So, I think that is all. So, like 6-7 people that have followed me since we gave that shout out. So, follow. I'm giving live shout outs here. Joey Fable. I got Sorry 3X. Ide, who is Saint Tide, Gamer Dude. So I think this Gamer Dude was yesterday. I'm going to follow all you guys back right now. Anybody who follows me, got about 5 left, it seems like I can follow to get the 15 people. Tom Downey's coming. Step aside there, Tom. But now, let you guys know what we're doing here. About to drink 6 beers in 15 minutes. Now, about 10 minutes around, I'm going to take some questions here. I'm going to let my guy, Tom, I'm telling you, his depth perception, I'll stand next to you, right? I am about 2 inches taller. There you go. You're fun me. All right, so, Tom, crack those open, so get that fizz going, and then we'll let you pour this live on screen. A little faster, Tom. A little faster. Tom. Quicker. Tom is going to pour those beers for me. So while he's pouring those, just let it simmer. No. Roll these ones, and then you can pour in there if you have those ones as well. Those would be the one I am. Yeah, just no foam. You got to almost tilt them from the side. I don't think it's the good way. Yeah, it's Tom, it's his first time drinking, so we'll see if he gets it going there. I think you're probably going to pour them a little thicker, Tommy. Yeah, whatever. That's right. So we're going to do this. Thanks so much for bearing with us. Let me give some live shout-outs and questions while we have this roll. I got a ton of people going. UM47 Pups 13. I got 21-17 Michigan from Phil Johnson. Becky and Chad, thanks so much to you guys for always watching. 35-28 Michigan. I don't remember what my prediction was a couple days ago, but I think Michigan wins this one. I'm going to go 35-24 Michigan. All right, I think it's going to be a similar game to Ohio State where Michigan comes focused, comes to energy, makes it happen, and we all see that they're not intimidated by Georgia. They've got a game plan to beat Georgia. And it's not like Ohio State, though. If Michigan's up by Georgia, by 10 or 14 points, I'm not saying take a foot off the gas, but you guys all knew 3 minutes left in the Ohio State game. You're just like, I know what's going to happen here. 60-yard touchdown, onside kick, another touchdown, overtime, all that stuff. But I don't think Georgia has that kind of offense. Their quarterback is injured. They might bring back their old guy, JT Daniels. I don't know what we're going to do there. Just open them all. Yeah, that's how the fuzz gets out, Tom. So we'll let Tom keep rolling with pouring those. Brett, if you want to go back to him at some time, this one Q&A. Tom, get all those filled up, and then we'll have 4 beers here. We'll do 2 in those cups, and then I'll chug one at some point in this portion. Let's take your questions here on the Michigan Football Report live on a Thursday and posting this on demand. What do we say? We're going to post this one on Saturday. So thank you to all you watching here on a Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. Let's get some questions. Got to use hashtag Michigan to get on the show. Light up the comments right now. Let's keep it flowing. I'll answer as many questions as we can get to, so use hashtag Michigan. Can we really run on Georgia's defense? I don't see why not. It's a better defense, I'm guessing, talent-wise, than clearly Ohio State or Iowa as far as better recruited players, athletes, although it probably isn't too far off from Ohio State. Maybe got a better linebacker, bigger safety. But I want to point this out. Alabama exposed Georgia's defense, who had not really had much of a win prior to that game. The best win is what, Kentucky right now? Like, think about how impressive that really is. They scored more points in one game than Georgia had given up in any 1 month stretch this season so far. So they've been kind of exposed there. And if you think about running on them, both Iowa and Ohio State were ranked in the top 12 in the country going to the Michigan game in yards given up on the ground for the season. Michigan put 297 on Ohio State and could have done it all day, every day, including down the stretch when Ohio State knew they had to sell it to stop the run. And then think about Iowa. Same thing. No one could run in Iowa all year. And Michigan goes in there. I don't remember the yards they got, but basically we're doing whatever they wanted, at least when we got into the second half. And it was clear that Michigan was going to win this game. Will the Michigan Wolverines win this game? Will Michigan beat Georgia? What do you guys think? Give me some Y's. Give me some N's. I'm going yes, right? I'm confident. I think Michigan will be confident. This team to me feels like from an NFL perspective, kind of has like a 2001 Patriots feel, right? Just no one really thought they were going to win coming in. They just kind of stick to their brand of football and continue to win. So light up the comments here on the live show and afterwards on demand. Down, go in the comments and let me know. Will Michigan beat Georgia? Stephen Cannon. If Michigan wins the CFB, does that up K. McNamara's draft stock, and could he leave after the season? Hashtag Michigan. Tom, let me ask you. Why don't you step over onto the show really quick? Here, let me ask Tom. He's going to come on. If Michigan wins it all, what will McNamara's stock?
I think it's definitely stock up if he does. After all, we know how much teams love a good quarterback winner. I think he would go back, but it would at least give him some conversation. It could be a Cardell Jones type of situation where I wasn't really viewed as an early round pick. I think somewhere in that range. I mean, it's a bad quarterback class, so who knows?
Cool.
Right.
Back to one of those beers. Back to beer. All right. I'll give you my phone here in a minute, too, Tom. When we're done with this segment of film, we're going to give you guys some behind-the-scenes footage. I won't be able to put it on this won't be able to put it on the live show, the behind-the-scenes footage, but check back in a couple, when we post this on demand on the channel as I'm fixing my cord here. I'm giving Tom my headset, and we will post the behind-the-scenes footage at the end of me drinking the 6 beers in 15 minutes. Thanks so much for the question. J Money Sniper 17, thanks so much for following on both here on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram. Appreciate all the support. How much time JJ would get to play against Georgia? I think the plan has got to be what happened against Ohio State, what happened against Iowa. You bring him in very opportune times, and maybe you set it up, right? Look back at that Blake Corum run where JJ came around the thing. The reason Blake Corum got open is because they thought JJ McCarthy was going to run the ball, right? So he created a seam. And then he broke a tackle, and he was off to the races. 2 guys on the field, one's J.J. McCarthy. So I think it's that. You'll get 2 or 3 snaps in the first quarter, the second quarter, see what he can do. I'm guessing they give him a shot, right? If Georgia's playing the run, give him a shot in their read option to just go downfield, 60, 70 yards downfield, take some momentum. But there's a chance here. This could be, someone brought this up, a Tua Jalen Hurts situation, that if Michigan was down in this game, remember that happened against Georgia 4 years ago, there's always a chance that Michigan could say, you know what, season's on the line here. We're down 10 at halftime. Let's just go with the kid, see what he's got, and give him 2 series. And if he does anything, cool. If not, toss McNamara in there for the fourth quarter and see what happens. Tom, you know who this is here? Courtney Harper. Come on, son Harper. Remember this guy from the live streams back in the day? If Gaddis leaves, who would you like to get the job? I don't think it's there's a question. I think it's Matt Weiss, Michigan's quarterbacks coach. Despite the fact Sharon Moore is the co-OC, there has been a lot of rumblings around that Harbaugh is ready to give Weiss the job after last season. Has kept a relationship with him. Weiss came to Stanford back in 2007, I think it was, right when Harbaugh got there. Stuck with him for like 3 years, worked for Harbaugh for 3 or 4 seasons at Stanford, got a master's degree from Stanford while I was there as a grad assistant, and then went on, one job, then worked for his brother for a number of years as running backs coach, analytics, etc. Now he's quarterbacks coach. If you watch Harbaugh on the side of the field, whenever he turns to talk to someone, who's just right? It's like a mafia don. It's like, should we take him out? Should we, what do you think? Yeah, it's Matt Weiss all the time, right? I think that it is pretty clear that he will be the OC if Gaddis were to leave. Maybe you upgrade him. He's a co-OC. He's a play caller. Mike Hart, associate head coach. Keep Hart around as a program guy, one that's like, hey, Mike, give us 5, 6, 7 years. Maybe you could be the next OC or, hell, next head coach for the Michigan Wolverines. All right, coming in from Lincoln Park, Go Blue. Hey, James, have you seen photos of Aidan Hutchinson's mom? Can't wait to see her at the Heisman ceremony. What kind of question is that? I may have seen a photo of her. I may have said something on her in the past as an immature guy. But you know what? As I'm thinking about this question, yeah, you saw it. I saw it coming in. I kind of gave Brett the eye. He knows what I'm thinking. Let's grow up here, guys. I mean, this is a grown woman. She's 45, 46 years old from what I didn't research her or anything like that. I didn't go Google her and look up photos and figure out how she's, getting so much attention from you guys. But let's grow up. Let's not objectify her. This is about Aidan Hutchinson. He's a football player for Michigan. He's brought him back to glory. Won a Big Ten championship. The last thing we need to talk about is his mom, what she's going to look like at the Heisman ceremony. I have no idea. What was that? Hold on, producer in my ear. So they want to show something for me on screen here, I guess. I don't know what it's going to be. Good. Oh, you guys, you sons of guns. The Chat Sports production people, they got like a dozen guys behind here. It's like, James, check this out. We got to show you something. That's actually Hutchinson's mom, right? And these are all pictures, I guess, as they're telling me in my ear. These are just from her public Instagram account that people can have. I think it's despicable. I think this is disgusting. If you Google search Aidan Hutchinson's mom, you're a sick person. But... Sup? I don't know. This guy, James, come on. Don't follow her, by the way. You see that. You see the yellow things. Do not follow Aidan's mom on Instagram. If you do, you're despicable. It's at Melissa Hutch. Avoid it at all costs. I'm going to go check it out just to make sure I don't follow her. And maybe you guys too. If you do follow her, make sure you unfollow her because, come on, guys. This is his mother. It's his mother. She birthed him, all right? She's a family. Luther Sanders coming in. He's not a guy asking about anyone's mom. I can't believe. Although there's a lot of buzz at Hutchinson's mom coming out of Saturday, Iowa. I've said some things like, whoa, whatever. Is it her sister? Do you believe Diamond Edwards will be? Yeah, we should have asked about that after the beers. Ask again if you guys want to ask me once the beers start. Once they start kicking in, I'll be ready to go. Do you believe Diamond Edwards will be a difference maker in this game? Also, yes, and he has to be. What they've brought to the table with him is unbelievable. One game, he caught 10 passes. The next game, he's making one-handed catches. Then he's getting goal line. And that was a pretty cool move when he scored that touchdown. I think is the second to last one for Michigan. It was in the Ohio State game, right? Am I thinking about that's right? Yeah, where he just kind of went like this with the ball over the goal line at there and got the win. Was that Iowa? I'm confusing my touchdowns for him. But then he also threw a 47-yard pass in the air. That was amazing. Brendan Taylor, is Diamond Edwards QB1? Good question. Thanks to the production staff for finding these questions, stringing them together. That's awesome. I mean, that's an awesome take because there was a funny tweet out there. Have you guys ever seen that GIF where the guy, I think it's like an Iranian guy or something like that, who got arrested and he kind of comes walking out, strutting, talks to the media, and like does one of these? That was Diamond Edwards walking into Michigan's quarterback meeting on Monday. He's certainly not going to be QB1, but I have never seen a non-quarterback throw a better deep ball in an actual big-time football game, college or pro, than Diamond Edwards did. 47 yards in stride to Roman Wilson last week. So exciting stuff for him. I think we're going to see a lot of that. And I can't wait to see him explode. Hassan Haskins is going to go to the NFL. I don't think there's any questions about it. And I think Diamond Edwards will be a Heisman candidate, kind of a bigger Reggie Bush, maybe not as fast, but that kind of versatility. Let's get a question here. Answer it live or down in the comments if you're watching this show later on. Are you headed to Miami for the Orange Bowl? I need to figure out from you guys because I actually – let's talk about the Michigan athletics department. The Yoder family has had season tickets for a number of years. The emails go to my dad. And from what I've heard, the email came out like Friday night or Saturday morning, and they had a deadline before you had to opt in for either the Rose Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl, the CFP semifinal. And they wouldn't tell you where it was. You had to put your credit card down, buy tickets before the announcement happened. I think that's kind of unfair, right? I do. So if I go, it's going to have to be media credentials or buy tickets on the secondary market. They're sold out, insane prices. But I don't know if you guys let me know. Are you going to the Orange Bowl? I want to remind you one more time. As I fumble the words. No beers yet. Big Ten championship gear on sale, available right now in most sizes. T-shirts, sweatshirts, some Michigan Georgia stuff. T-shirts, sweatshirts, maybe some hats in there now too, and just some college football playoff Michigan football stuff. Chatsports.com/champs. I'll put it down in the description of the video, which it's in on live and on demand or in the comments. So go down, get it, use that link, send it to a friend. Say, hey, here's where you can give me an awesome Christmas gift. How much will you be up? How much will you up the stakes if we beat Georgia, Bama in regards to celebratory? Yeah, okay, good question. I was like, where's this going? Celebratory drinks, right? So it was going to Vegas if we beat Ohio State. I don't think I can make that big a deal out of Georgia, right? If I'm at the game, I'll just go out on South Beach and get nuts with it and go to Indianapolis. How fun is it to Indianapolis? It's not very time. You went there last year, right? It's not that fun at night. Maybe it will be for the college football playoff with Michigan fans, but I would not stop partying until the sun came up. I'd do a show the next morning at 6 a.m., all kinds of cut up. But I'd probably be happy for another year. I don't think anything could make me unhappy if Michigan wins the national title. So they might just become a degenerate and just be drinking every show from then on out. So thanks for the question, Ryland31. King Drago, and this is going to be our last one. So stick with us. We are going to get the live drinking here. Got 350 or so of you guys watching live. Do you think Joe Milton is feeling now? How do you think Joe Milton is feeling now after seeing what Michigan had done without him? #Michigan. It's funny. I mean, I have these conversations with Michigan fans, non-Michigan fans, and people are just perplexed. How did Joe Milton get the starting job over Cade McNamara last year? How is it even possible they went with him? Knowing what you saw in game, how bad of a passer he is at Michigan. At Tennessee, it was a disaster. And then, what was that one play where they had to, fourth down or last play of the game, and he's walked out of bounds with absolutely no awareness. So he's got to just be like, damn, I should have changed the tight end back when they gave me the opportunity in 2019. So best of luck to him. No ill will, although, he kind of, maybe there's a lot of rumors he talked some trash to Michigan and coaching staff, either subliminally, low down or whatever when he left and said he's going to come back and drop 50 on Michigan, all that stuff. So best of luck to him. I don't think he has much of a future, though, as a quarterback. All right, here we go, folks. This is the one. Type me if you want a shout out. I'm going to get started. We're going to show the clock on the screen. I just saw a chat go by. Someone said something about my head between Aidan Hutchinson's mom. What was that? What the hell? I don't know anything about that. Bonk as well, but it's like you see the chat go up. It's kind of crazy. So Fletch Lives Daily. These are all me, so I'm not going to say me every time. Nolan Dialing says it. Adrian Robertson. Jamie Broussard. Tommy Against the Tombstones. James Cox. That's what they used to call me in college. Nolan Dialing, Brendan Taylor, Joe G. Ha. Give me a ha-ha if you like that one. James Cox used to show me in college. Bonk. Yeah. Tanner Morsink, Vince S. Kangaroo Blue 17. Get the me's going. Type me 3 times. Any more me's here. 6'5", looks great. You're talking about Joe Milton. Yeah, he looks like he's a star quarterback, but he is not. Drink Up Yoder from Jamie Broussard, Balzac, Black Hood 92, Fletch Lives Daily again, Jordan Anderson, Mario, Becky and Chad, Jay Sniper. Give me 3 me's. I like it. Aiden Elson. I am going to drink 6 beers in 15 minutes all live. Don't set the clock yet. Don't set the clock yet. Okay. All right. Tom, if you want.
I would advise not pouring this one.
Yeah.
It foamed up heavily.
All right. Video, photo. Make a couple photos, but get some behind the scenes, like 60-second cuts, 45-second cuts. One from this angle, one from this. Well, I got one over here, too. I got 2 trash cans. Tom's on the ground pouring these beers. We got the Chat Sports angle cam. Let me pour the beer first, Brad. Just like make it. Yeah. I'm going to pour my chugging beer. All right. Yeah, toss that one here, Tom, next to me, and I'll. I got some foam. I'll put the. Yeah, that's. I tried. So you know what? You guys saw me open this one. There's like a sip left. Can I drink that one? Is that fair? I don't want to foam it.
I can pour through here. How about that?
There you go. Time will pour there. I gotta let this foam go down. Oh, that's my sipping beer. So open that one up. This is my sipping beer between. So this one doesn't count, right? This is I got Lagunitas. Like I'm drinking like a man. All right. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Yingling. All right. I gotta clear the stuff off. I'm gonna have a raisin just so I don't have empty stomach. And put that there. All right, give us 1 second. Producer behind the scenes. Gonna do this one. We'll toss it up on screen. All right, so let me ask this question while Tom is pouring those beers. He can if he wants to. Jeremy Chugs, if you guys saw the post-game show Michigan when I was literally ranting and raving like a fan who just got the best news of all time, right? Michigan beat Ohio State. I screamed to the camera. Whatever. Jeremy Chugs, we spent a lot of money on flights. It's probably a stupid conversation. I hope my wife's not watching this, etc. We flew to Vegas. We did it up till 3, 4 in the morning. Went to the airport to get on a 5:40 flight. It was delayed 4 hours. This guy's a rock star. So if you want Jeremy Chugs, give me some C's. He was the guy. He's about to start producing a show in 15 minutes at 5 o'clock Eastern in one of our other studios. But I'm going to bring him on here. Are we going to do the Chugs or? I had Tom. Have him bring a beer. Grab a beer, Tom. Tell him to bring a beer. Grab a Bud Light or something like that. Okay, when Jeremy comes in here to drink a beer with me, the clock will start. Tom, actually, do me a favor and give me another trash can so I'm gonna throw the empties in there. All right. Oh man, you guys could all jump in. Jeremy's coming in. Well, I'm not drinking one of those. I got my beers. All right, Chugs. Baby. All right.
Go blue.
This is the guy.
Go blue.
All right. So all right. Is this gonna be the cut? All right.
What are you doing?
Are you just going? All right.
Free one.
All right. This is Jeremy.
Clear eyes, full hearts. Go blue.
All right, we are going to drink 6 beers in 15 minutes. Use hashtag Michigan. I'm going to take your questions live while I do this. We're going to put in the pouring, all done legit on a live show on Thursday. So I got 14 minutes and 48 seconds left. Chugs, let's do it. My man here, let's get this out of there. I'm going to start off with these bad boys. Tom, I'm going to need your help. Hand these up to me on the table, all right? And I need to move this thing because this is too what I mean. All right. Need that trash can from somebody put those. That's cool. Yeah, sit down. All right, let's take one beer down. Let's take a question or two. All right, Kevin Hudson, do you think Will Anderson is more deserving of the Heisman shot? I think it's meaning Aidan Hutchinson. I don't know. I don't. Oh gosh, I can't even hear me. Probably my mic's on. I don't think so because I don't think anyone's talking about him. He never had a Heisman moment. He had 30 tackles for loss. That's fine, but I don't think he ever elevated Alabama the way Aidan Hutchinson did for Michigan. 13 minutes, 45 seconds left on 1 beer out of 6 down. Let's say one more question. Tristan Haywood, how do you think Georgia's O-line will handle Ojabo and Hutchinson? I'm blind, you know that. I think they'll do pretty. I think Ojabo and Hutchinson will do pretty good. I don't think guys who are both projected to be top 10 NFL draft picks should have much to be concerned about with players in college football right now. I think any offensive lineman that you put up against those two guys in all of college football, they would have the talent advantage, the scheme advantage. So I really think that Michigan has a chance. All right, let's keep it rolling. I'm going to drink, just stack them up for me, Tom. Woo. Wipe this down a little bit so I don't get beer everywhere. Woo. All right, keep it rolling. I'm going to drink these 2 more and we'll take another question or 2. Woo! All right, I think I'm 2 beers down, right?
Yes, you are.
2 out of 6. Whew, brand pace. Mark Machkowski, longtime viewer, long-time commenter. Is Michigan, is Cade improving? Some nice deep balls versus OSU in particular. Like, what can you say bad about Cade McNamara for what he's being asked to do right now? It's pretty remarkable. And I think that I was having this conversation with a friend who's an Ohio State fan, really good friend. He was saying, like, McNamara is going to transfer after this year, right? I'm like, why? Like, unless J.J. McCarthy is so much better than this offseason, Cade McNamara is your starting quarterback next year at Michigan. There's no question. I think J.J. McCarthy has to come back, hope McNamara continues to ball out, and then potentially, J.J. gets the job in 2023. But I think Cade McNamara, 12-1 season, are you kidding me? You would never want to get rid of that quarterback and go there. So he's been improving all year, and there has been some nice passes. He's done everything they've asked him. Michigan State pass, Penn State make the right plays at the right time, Ohio State get the win, make the right throws, and it's been amazing to watch. Iowa, he's kind of did whatever he had to do. All right, before I take a couple more beers, let's actually bring me full screen for a second, Brett. I'll have a couple more drinks, and we'll talk about this one. It's pretty funny. All right, let me give me one of those half beers. All right, so no cap, full. You guys saw us pour in there. Can you see that? I can't tell. There you go. Oh, geez, I poured a little bit out. Half beer. So I got 4 we did 4 in the cups, and I got a half beer here. I'm gonna chug this bad boy. All right. I'll put one more.
Oh, half? Okay.
No, I'm gonna do that one next.
Okay.
All right. So where we doing? We got 2 left, 2.5, right? So we got about 3.5 beers left. So I'm on pace right now. There we go. So we've got this one here. Sorry, that I just put there. Tom's there. So what do you got, Tom? You got a fully? That's a full one?
Half.
It's a halfy.
Full beer.
Full beers right there in those cups, right? That's what we've got going on left. Keep the chat going. If you guys are enjoying this, appreciate it. Bear with me. I try and have fun, right? Would you ever get this from Sam Webb or one of these boring Michigan guys? Whatever. All right. So in the process of buying a house, I want to get in the right neighborhood. My son's going to be in kindergarten next year, and we put an offer in house. Today's inspection day. I shit you not. I drove over there at lunchtime to sit in the inspection, get the results, park my car. I walked the thing. I'm like, oh, let me take a look at the neighborhood one more time. Directly across the house. My address would be 9116. I'm not even joking. Stood in the driveway, 12 feet away. The guy's curb is painted in Michigan State. I'm not in Allen Park, Michigan or anything like that. This is in Dallas, Texas. What are the odds? What are the odds? I couldn't believe it. I had to take a picture. I slacked it. I sent it back to the office. Like, get this in the show. I couldn't believe it. So I want to know from you guys. I can still back out. I can. All right? Should I still buy the house? Give me some Y's for yes and for no. I'm really considering it, right? I mean, the property value is going to go down by at least 25% the second I move in. You've got some scoundrels, some scumbags of the earth, probably ends up being my best friend, right? Well, probably. If a guy's going to put Michigan State on that, he's got to be a big college football, basketball fan, I would assume. He's not doing that if he's like a physicist from Michigan State or anything like that. All right, we're getting close to halfway through. Let me know why or yes. Should I buy the house in Dallas, Texas, with a Michigan State guy across the street? I can't even imagine. If we buy the house and Michigan plays Michigan State next year and they get the win, I'm TPing the guy's house. All right, I'm going out there after the game. I'm throwing toilet paper up in his trees if that's how it goes down. All right, keep it rolling, Brett. Oh, as I'm starting to feel a little bit. All right, I'm gonna do a half beer now. All right, halfy. You guys saw come off the table. Ooh. Let's go. All right, we're halfway there, right? Right on time.
Halfway.
Yep. Yeah. Give me like 6 of them. I'll try and power through. Let's get a couple more questions. Brett, I'll answer. Like take a shot in between every question. So got about a half. Yeah, there's a whole. Yeah. All right. Matt Harvey. By the way, keep using hashtag Michigan. I've got 8 minutes and 15 seconds to get this bad boy time. Give me a few videos from that side too, or a video from up front if you can as well. We'll post the behind the scenes. My man Tom Downey. Do like the sideways one too, so it goes easier to the. Any new flips on recruiting for the Maize and Blue? Keon Saab, right? Committed to Clemson for 6 months. I would say he's leaning Michigan. He may go past the deadline on Wednesday, but I think he is one that will definitely flip to Michigan for sure. I would kind of chalk him up. There's also a quarterback who, after 3.5, 4 beers in 8 minutes, I'm forgetting his name, Virginia Tech commit, dual threat guy, 3-star, not as good, not highly rated, but is going to visit Michigan, and potentially has been rumored to be flipping there. So that's an interesting one. Deanne Walker, not a flip, but a state of Michigan guy, big body guy down to Michigan, Michigan State, and some others. He is going to be on campus today, tomorrow, etc. That's one that I think Michigan, if they hit a home run, maybe they can grab. But we'll see what happens. I do think with the momentum of the Big Ten championship game, Ohio State, Michigan can potentially pull off quite a few flips as we go. I'm going to drink a few of these bad boys. We're running low on time. I don't know if I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it, Gil. I think I'm failure. I'm feeling it's not the drunk. I'm not drunk. I just have so much carbonation in my stomach. Oh gosh. All right. Gil, yodelay. How many beers you'll chug if Michigan wins it all? Look, not in 15 minutes at least. I would probably look, if anyone knows any heroin dealers in Dallas, I just might shoot up heroin and just see where my life goes from there. I just don't know. You got the high of Michigan winning. I've never done heroin, but they say it's a pretty good feeling, at least the first time before you become an addict. That might be the kind of party I'll go. So maybe we're switching it up. All right, one more question. Brendan Taylor here. Now, one more question before I start chugging a little more. 6 minutes left. Time, it's burping season. It's burping season, everybody. How are you feeling, Yoder? I'm feeling fine. Last time we did this was 5 beers in 12 minutes. I didn't feel drunk really at all, but I just felt so full. So I'm feeling good. Let me talk, please. Oh, it's so brutal at this point. Oh, all right. Sorry. I'll save 4. I'll save 4 of those. Give me one of these times. I'll save. Whew. 5 minutes. Let's go, Yoder. You got this. It's the fourth quarter versus Ohio State. We need some wins. We need to get this first down for the win. These beers. I got 2 beers left. So I got half a beer here. I got these bad boys. I got 4 of them here. I'm going to drink these now. I'm going to drink the full beer. And then I'm going to do the last 4. It's kind of like a little celebratory if I get there. Do liquor shots. I like this. Joe G. Do liquor shots. They do it all. Yoder, what bars at DFW area good for Michigan fans? I don't know. There's that one that, Tom, me and you went to that one a couple years ago. What was that one called? Like the Poet or something? Like me and you and Mitch went to it like 2 years. Yes, that is the place. All right, Adrian question. 4.5 minutes left. Michigan, do you think Shea Patterson could have done what Cade did this season if he had this opportunity with this team? I mean, Cade's got more talent, I think, than Cade McNamara. And I'm a big Shea does, but I'm a big Shea fan. And I don't know. I don't actually. It's tough to say. I think there's things that he's doing, Cade's doing right now that Shea just didn't have the talent for. Maybe if Jim Harbaugh had, if Josh Gattis was the OC in year 3, year 4, maybe, but Shea got a bad. Pep Hamilton was part of the deal. Reason why he came to Michigan. Pep got let go, pushed out after the 2018 season, and then Shea had to come up with a new offense, new system. Remember, think about that offensive line in 2019. 5 guys who got drafted from the offensive line, right? Plus Zach Charbonnet, plus Tariq Black. What's his name? Tariq Black, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Nico Collins, and Ronnie Bell. Right? That was your offense, and they were terrible. They were the worst offense in the Big Ten for 6-7 games. Whew, I got to start drinking. All right. I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? Oh, gosh. Tap.
There's nobody warmed up in the pen.
Oh man, is Jeremy still out there? I spent $1,500 on him to go to Vegas and get lap dances. All right.
Ditch those.
Oh.
Full beer.
All right, production team. Tyler. Oh. No. Jeremy, do you need a sub for? Come on, man. Can I do it? Tell the people, did we have fun in Vegas?
We had the best time in Vegas. We had a go blue, Michigan win kind of day.
PG-13 way. Tell them about Uncle Jimmy treated you.
Oh, it was the best time in the world. I came back. Everybody was jealous because I got to spend the day gloating in everybody in Las Vegas' face that my boss and my boss's team won the fucking game.
Hey. Did you meet any ladies there?
You know.
Hey. Look. If my wife's watching, I hope she doesn't check my ATM receipts because it was. They say, it doesn't say whatever strip club. It does say it. Okay, it does say it. It says the strip club name on the ATM thing. It's unbelievable. But I gotta drink. 2 minutes left. Oh gosh, Yoder. Let's take one more question. Woo! He didn't get strange though. Justin Troper, he didn't get strange. I don't know about that. All right, Andrew Sherman. Would Michigan rather play against Bennett or Daniels? Tom, what do you think about that? Stetson Bennett, or JT Daniels? They're both kind of. JT Daniels. Gosh, he left high school a year early. He did Quinn Ewers, and he started as like a true freshman or whatever it was, and they transferred. What weird career he has had. But I probably would rather face Stetson Bennett because I know I'm getting with him. I'm getting a bum. I'm getting Cade McNamara with less talent. So I hope it's Stetson Bennett. Oh, gosh, 1 minute warning. You're right. All right, we got 5 beers down. I don't think I can do it. Oh, gosh. No, you can't. They're saying they're going to send the loop as soon as the clock hits. Guys, I can't drink this last beer. I'm sorry. I had 5 and 15. I don't want to be a bitch. I'm not even trying, but, I just cannot drink another beer. There's 1 full beer left here. Ryan, I'm sorry, man. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, man. That was bad. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Is it 4 o'clock yet? Let's do the, don't show my bald spot. Brett, what are you doing there? Overhead cameras. That's bad, man. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Adrian Robinson, Travis Morgan, Scotty Y, Becky and Chad, thank you so much for watching. Shit. Hey, don't say it's a Sparty move. I had the game-winning play. We got to hit these 2 passes, then kick the field goal for the win. I chugged 4 halfies and 4 little guys, and I sat there. I said, fuck it. I threw the headset back. I chugged the full beer. All right. I'm not feeling that strong. Yeah. Got a super chat. You didn't disappoint, that's for sure. Matt, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Double M. You didn't disappoint. Thank you, Double M. I'm actually starting to feel it. I kind of am. Yeah, 5-12 was. What the fuck? Why are you doing this to me? I'll tell you what. 5-12 was wildly easier than 6-15. It was wildly easier. It was terribly easier. It was crazy. All right, Brett, let's do this thing. So we saw Jeremy, right? Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Let's do the Chat Sports YouTube channel thing. Cool. So guys, look, we've got studio time is running out. Tom and his little cowboy show that gets like 2 viewers a month. They got to come in here and take the studio. So what I am going to do is I'm going to post some videos on my Twitter account at James Yoder, but head over to Chat Sports. It's the company we all work for. Chat Sports, YouTube.com/Chat Sports TV. Were you looping it or not? No. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm going to go over to the studio. I'm going to go over to the Studio A, our main studio here, and Harrison Graham and Chase Sr. Is that his name? Yeah. Chase Sr. Jr. Puke on camera if you're not a coward. I like that. They are going live right now. So go to that YouTube channel. Can we, somebody toss in the chat if you can. We'll toss in the chat. We're in the production team. We'll toss in the chat. Fletcher Daily. No, I want to puke. I do. And I've got a dinner to go to tonight. Oh, my gosh. In like 2 hours. I'm going to go over there for a post-game show. They're going live right now. They just went live. Click that link right there you see in the chat, and you will see post-game Yoder. I'm going to walk over there. I'm going to jump on set with those guys for like 2 minutes. That's the post-game. And check me on Twitter at James Yoder. I'll post some behind-the-scenes footage. Subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Listen, nobody, like this James Cox, that's my name from now on. I fuck. All right, that was amazing. 6 beers, 15 minutes. Yeah, I got this Yingling left. I'm going to drink this now. Go Blue.